He had a pretty small penis.
Like bigger or smaller than that?
There's no way it was this size.
It was like a little bigger, but I remember it being like I was like
Even in terms of like
girth. Yeah, it was like I remember being like, this feels wrong.
Oh my god. That's our cold open. Cut out the name. That's our cold open.
You left out that detail.
I don't think I did.
Anytime she talks about it, she says he has a micro penis.
I know, but I thought it was like a.
Just joking.
Oh my god, he has a micropenis.
No.
Was it a full-on micropenis?
I don't know if it was like a full-on micro penis, but it was definitely small, and I was like, this isn't even worth it.
Oh my god, you put my seltzers in your cap?
Nikki did.
I thought you were putting beer in it.
I don't know.
Do you have cans of beer?
Yeah.
Oh. Would you like to switch them out?
That's okay.
They're
Roll the
unopened.
intro.
A literal micro penis.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another wacky, zany, and weird episode of the end of Always Said That podcast. Starting off the top of the episode, if you're not liking, commenting, and subscribing to us on YouTube, if you're watching us, go do that right now. And if you're listening on audio, just go on YouTube just like real quick. Mm-hmm. I promise nothing weird. Just go on there and kind of see what we're rocking with. Mm-hmm. And also, last week's video got a lot of views. Mm-hmm. And we don't have that many subscribers. So if you're watching, subscribe.
Click the notification bell. If you like us, then you'll be notified when we release a new episode every week.
Comment something nice on anything.
Please comment something nice.
Please.
Please like engage with it like whatsoever in a positive way. If you're going to engage in a negative way, may I recommend just scrolling away.
Mm-hmm. No hate.
What's the point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I've risen from the dead.
You have.
Huge news. What's a New Year's without another
trip to the hospital?
Another trip to the hospital and illness that I thought was going to kill me. I've resurrected.
Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, you persisted.
I persisted.
And this is actually your quickest turnaround time.
Honestly, it has. Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to be down for the count for another 2 weeks.
I literally felt my medication working through the day. How often do you feel that? Like Advil,
Never.
Yeah, but like an actual medication, it's always like you go to bed and you feel better when you wake up. But I literally was like, I think I'm reworking the worst days of my life list because I think last Friday, last Friday was, I think, the worst day of my life, if not the second worst. But I literally felt my medication working throughout the day, which was crazy. I had a crazy turnaround time. Insane. My body is like doing things that I didn't even think was possible. So, anyways, I had tonsillitis, and I just want to take a moment to reflect on how I feel about my life. Going 4.5 days without being able to talk or eat or swallow or drink water. I've decided that if something is in front of me within 5 feet or so and I want it, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna drink it every single time. Because
you couldn't swallow.
I couldn't swallow and I couldn't eat, and I just need to be grateful, and just keep eating. Girl, keep eating and keep drinking and stay hydrated. And I'm not sharing drinks anymore. I am never putting myself in a situation again where I could possibly get tonsillitis. And I would never wish that illness upon anyone I've ever met. Anyways.
When you went to the doctor this time around, did they give you if you get it one more time, we're scooping them out kind of thing?
Mm-mm. He literally was like, you're in a really good position here. I was like, what? Interesting choice of words. And he was like, you're in a really good position because you're only getting sick like this 2 or 3 times a year. And that's not enough to get them out, because he was suggesting my tonsil removal surgery since it is like such a painful surgery or whatever, you know, that I wouldn't want that. But I'm like literally begging them to take him out.
But you've had it twice within the past, 4 months?
You're supposed to get it like 6 or 7 times a year. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, you already had 2 for a year span. We're going, you know, like from the first time to now.
I know, it was like 3 months ago. But we'll see. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going to be eating and drinking a lot. And just wanted to share that.
We're so glad to be on that journey with you.
Thank you. This is my first time like getting fresh air in like I went to the doctor for like, you know, 30 minutes. But yeah, like over a week, like 7 or 8 days. So huge night, feeling a little crazy.
Oh, she's so crazy. Can't take her anywhere.
You can't take me anywhere. I'm so goofy.
I'm so goofy.
I'm so goofy.
Oh my god. I can't. I'm getting warm for no reason at all.
I know. I'm
Before we move on to the next segment, my brain is throbbing. Like, I can feel it throbbing.
You want to switch?
No, I just think I need to take them out. Like, I feel like that did a number on my neck. I'm going to need to go to a chiropractor.
Chiropractors aren't good for you.
I've been going to one since I was 7 years old.
I know, and it's not good for you.
Well.
You ever notice how once you go to the chiropractor, you always have to keep going back?
No.
You just said I need to go to the chiropractor. You know what I've never said? I need to go to the chiropractor.
Oh, but that's because you're fine. You're fine. Your spine feels aligned, and you
yeah,
don't.
because I've never been to the chiropractor. The chiropractor's never unadjusted my spine from it being fine.
Yeah, your spine is probably like.
Do you believe chiropractors are fraudulent? Yes or no?
I think there's something to it. Definitely.
There's something sinister there.
That's a great way to put it. There's something sinister, but I think there's, you know, it just depends on the person. And, yeah, I really think that there's an energy.
Because I was going to say I won't know until I'm 90, but I guess I won't know until my parents are 90 because, like, you know, when you see all the old people and they're all hunched over and, like, whatever, since I've been going to the chiropractor for so long, I'm supposed to be standing up straight when I'm old.
I'm not making it 2 more years on this earth.
My grandma goes to the chiropractor weekly, and I don't think she's listening, but if you are, sorry, she's a little hunched.
She got a hunchback.
Well, that's what my mom said when my grandma said, I have to tell you, you're a hunchback. She went, well, I have to go to the chiropractor. I have to tell you, you're a hunchback. That's her dying, whatever, not her dying wish, but her last words that she said to my mother when she called everyone in.
You've got a hunchback.
I just have to tell you, you're a hunchback.
Anyways, so we have one big, fat, girthy, juicy, meaty topic today. But before we get into that, does anyone have anything else they want to say? Do we want to do panty dropper?
Is my panty dropper?
It's your panty dropper. Because so
it's definitely
it's not my panty dropper.
I told you he was 6'6", and then he was your panty dropper.
Oh, I thought we were doing Conrad Fisher.
Oh.
No, we can save that for another time.
Okay.
When we need one.
Okay.
Also, it's not Conrad Fisher. It's Chris Brinley, the actor.
Well, both of them. They both
and
look
Aaron
like they
Samuels.
should have bolts coming out of their heads.
I don't know what that means.
Like, he looks
you
like
know Frankenstein has bolts coming out of his head. Taylor's yelling this in the movie theater. I think he lives in New York. I'm like, stop being mean to him out loud. What if he's here?
What if he's here?
What if he's here at the 19th Street AMC watching himself in Mean Girls the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, I think you'd love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you think it'd be worth it in theaters, but I do think you'd like it.
It was very good.
I'm excited to see it.
He was like a little icky, though.
I'll go see it again with you.
He was icky?
Like, he icks me out like a little bit.
I personally could not love that man more if I tried.
No, I really liked him as Conrad.
Not as Aaron Samuels?
No, just something about him bugged me.
I mean, he is just Conrad through and through.
Yeah, like, I don't think he was the right Aaron Samuels. Is that a hot take?
Okay.
Kristen didn't like him either as Aaron Samuels.
I think that, and I haven't seen the movie, but I think I kind of agree. I think that Aaron is supposed to be a little more
jockey,
swoony, heart-throbby, jockey, and he's just got naturally such like soft features.
Yeah, he's like
Conrad's
a natural
very
brood.
mellow, very soft. So it's like hard. I get what you're saying.
Like I picture
I will
Aaron
watch
Samuels
it.
as like a dummy, like jock.
Yeah.
But like also that doesn't make sense because he's an AP Calc. But like I don't know. I just pictured someone else.
In the original movie, I don't think they were in AP Calc. I think that she was just in like a senior math class as a junior.
Yeah, like I think that would have made more sense.
But I saw a TikTok and it was a woman and she's like, I honestly don't think they could have casted. No one would be happy with who they casted as Aaron Samuels, kind of thing. Also, I think he did a fine job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He did have a song in like the original Mean Girls musical. So I would have liked it if they casted someone who was more open to singing, as Chris Bryanley has been very vocal about how he does not sing and does not want to sing.
He's so vocal about not being vocal.
He's so vocal about that.
He did his one song.
Stop.
And then he got embarrassed anytime anyone asked him about it in an interview. Because he's like, I don't sing. But I would have liked it if they casted someone. Honestly, most of the cast of the Mean Girls musical couldn't really sing too well. Except Renee Rapp. Like, everyone was kind of lacking vocally.
Oh, the girl who played Karen was pretty good.
Karen was good. The girl who played Gretchen was good. Obviously, Renee Rapp was fantastic. It was really only Katie. The girl who they casted as Katie Heron. She could not sing, really. Or, I don't know if she could sing, and then they just, like, auto-tuned the fuck out of her voice.
Made her bad.
But they did something to her in that recording booth.
Yeah. For a musical, I expected more songs.
They cut out a lot of the music from the show.
Yeah,
if you remember from when you saw the show.
Yeah, I remember I really liked the show.
Personally, I'm constantly on theater TikTok, so I'm constantly getting fed Mean Girls, the musical clips.
Well, I just saw
Did you see it on Broadway when it was on?
On Broadway?
Broadway?
No, I didn't see it on Broadway, but I saw...
So you don't even know what you're missing. Now it's off.
Oh. I saw a lot about people saying that they aren't even advertising it as a musical. Like all the previews and stuff, it just looks like a movie, which is interesting because I feel like as a society, we cannot stop making musicals. Like, why the fuck was Willy Wonka a musical?
Didn't know that one was a musical.
They did.
Still haven't seen
they're
that
like
one.
not advertising it as a musical.
Do you ever see that one or no?
No, I never saw it.
Well, that's now a trend is to bring like your friend or your boyfriend to the Mean Girls, say it's the Mean Girls reboot, and not tell them it's a musical, and then they get shocked when everyone just keeps singing.
I think my husband would love that. Maybe I should do that.
You should take him.
I should. Yeah.
No, it was good overall. I really enjoyed it. I'd see it again. I just was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, though. I'm just disappointed.
Okay, getting back to my panty dropper of the week.
Roll that clip.
Panty dropper of the week. Panty dropper of the week. We're serving panties, having sex with panty dropper of the week. Panty dropper of the week. Panty dropper of the week. We're serving panties, having sex with panty dropper of the week.
No, and I don't get how you two don't see it.
No.
My panty drop of the week is Caucasian James because I saw a TikTok of him and I went, that's going to be interesting. You know, because I sent that TikTok of him and, like, no one's getting on that train with me.
I mean, once you told me that he was 6'6", I can
I don't
definitely...
know if he's 6'6". I know he's tall. He's definitely over 6 foot, I'll tell you that.
Can we get a fact check in here?
Can we get a fact check in here? Well, I'll Google Caucasian James height. I can't guarantee what I'll get.
We've hit record, right?
I didn't hit record.
I didn't hit record.
Oh my god, this might be an audio only week. Click the button. Oh my god, neither of you clicked record.
I said, Nikki, when you were up there, okay, hit record.
I didn't hear that.
I was looking at
it is on me. I was the last person up here.
Oh my god, hit record. Hey guys, we kind of flopped.
Caucasian James, if you're listening, can you let us know how tall you are?
But yeah, I can't believe you of all people are on this train with me. My sister. You're not going to be on this train with me?
I know. I think the thing is, I just don't think he's funny. I had been...
His little dance. You love when men dance.
I do love when men dance, but I don't know, like, I just
You hear that, husband?
had been following him for so long, like,
I think he has a TikTok
on
that says
Twitter.
how tall he is.
And then I just kind of, like, stopped thinking he was funny, like, a long time ago. And then he blew up on TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not even. He has, like, no followers on TikTok.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe he started hanging out with some other, like, internet people, and he kind of, like, got famous again.
Mm.
Are you talking about him on the BNC podcast? Because he kind of flopped on that episode. He wasn't really funny on that episode.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, because I feel like he had, like, a second wind. Like, he was really, really, like, popular on Twitter.
This is POV. You're my 6'4" girlfriend, and we're slow dancing. So he has to be 6'4".
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I think he's attractive.
You're not going to get on this train with me?
I just have never seen him before.
So you're just going to leave me horny?
You're my 6'4" girlfriend, and we're slow dancing at a wedding. I'm sorry, Megan.
I mean, I can definitely hop on the train. Like,
I'm
I'm running
fine.
after it.
If I had a glass of water, I'd spit it out right now. I'd be
If
so
he was,
shocked.
like, the funniest person I've ever met, I'd be like, yeah. But I don't
then
think
we
he's
need
funny.
to, like, screen mirror the TV because this should be our next person.
What about
Because
his little dances?
Okay.
It's not doing anything for you?
It's getting worse.
This is what's getting you?
No, it's getting worse.
Oh, that
Like,
you're...
it's bad.
Oh.
Like, it's not good.
Oh,
I'm
my
not feeling
God.
she's
anything.
icked. Megan, look at how big your spikes were.
My spike... Oh. I'm sorry.
She's so passionate about Caucasian James.
Okay, well... Fuck me, I guess.
Well, I'm not
No,
yucking
I'm
your
not.
yum or
Yeah, I'm
anything.
not.
I just can't believe you of all people aren't on this train with me.
I'm really so sorry, but like,
We're on the same page on almost every aspect in life except for Caucasian James.
That's where I draw the line.
Oh my God, remember when we saw him at the Please Don't Destroy show?
Are we sure it was him?
No.
I'm literally 1,000% positive that was Caucasian James.
Megan is the only one who
Because
saw
I remember
him.
him being very short.
No, he was so tall.
I don't.
You also don't know who he is. You probably weren't looking at the right person.
Probably not.
I just think that if he was really funny, I would like him.
Is
But
he
I-
not funny? Oh.
I don't think he's that funny. But I'm not
think he's
yucking your
funny?
yum.
He gives me a giggle every once in a while, but
Not
at this point in
overall?
time, it's kind of like more just like his overall look,
Ah.
more than like his personality.
Huh, I wouldn't picture with a 6'4" man. Or
Yeah.
liking a 6'4" man.
I always like tall guys.
Oh, that's so...
We were literally just preaching short kings like
I
2
know,
weeks
I love
ago.
short kings, but also like
Hmm.
if I'm looking at two men and they both have the same face, the same personality, same everything, and one of them's 5'9" and one of them's 6'4", I'm gonna pick the 6'4" one.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
that
like a
doesn't
little
s-
beefy.
That doesn't seem like a Meghan kind of move.
Like, I feel like you go for, like, if they're tall, they have to look like a stick.
Pete Davidson at looking
Yeah.
ass.
Well, sometimes,
Oh.
but again, if like
She's
you're
not
presenting me,
pigeonholing herself.
but then again, I picked the 6'4" guy, okay, whatever. Now they're doing different body builds.
Mhm.
If it's like the 6'4" like lanky or 6'4" kind of like his body type, I think I'd pick his body type.
Really?
Yeah.
If it was him and Pete Davidson, you'd pick him?
like body type wise,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm shocked.
I like Pete Davidson for what's on the inside. His dazzling personality.
Wait,
What,
that-
mental illness?
that
and his sexy little face.
that tweet where he was like talking, or that the stand-up clip where he was talking about what he did at Aretha Franklin's funeral.
He like smoked crack or something.
What?
Yeah, and you guys didn't see this?
No.
He
No,
went up
He went up to like Aretha Franklin's family. He was like, I just had to pay my
ESPECT.
RESPECT. And he was like, they did not laugh. And he's like, and he said he was high on ketamine, I think.
Ketamine, yeah.
He did ketamine that day. Oh, like your date from the date party.
Aw.
I wonder if they did it together.
Why
he's
was
up
my
to.
date doing ketamine?
I wonder what he's up to now.
Oh my god, my date
Probably
was
doing ketamine.
literally doing ketamine. Holy shit.
Nothing will ever top that first date party.
He's on that good cushion alcohol.
Yeah.
He was. And his little
Oh my
freak
God,
of
we're
a
seeing a meal
friend.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Speaking of ketamine, because Ben did ketamine.
Oh my god.
Connecting the dots.
Ketamine.
Maybe ketamine will be our always.
Yeah. Yeah. We're seeing Emile DeRosa tomorrow. We're very excited about it.
Your third,
Ladies.
my second.
Yeah. Ladies love Emile DeRosa.
Sure.
That's really all I have to say there.
I can't believe you don't like him.
Does he look like he would be my type?
Kind of.
No.
He's
like
tall
Ben.
and muscular.
Oh, I know, but I liked Ben more.
Oh my God, did you expect that from her?
I mean, I think they just have wildly different personalities. I think we can rely on the personality aspect.
Did you like
Rather
Ben
than
more
physical.
personality or like more look-wise?
Look.
Interesting.
But also,
I would have guessed purely physical she'd go for a meal.
we were in the back, and I was not wearing glasses.
Yeah.
So.
No, well, I mean, it's hard to compare the two of them because they're just so different.
Mm-hmm.
I love Emile, but also Ben. He's my little NJB. So,
Ugh, I couldn't love him more if I tried.
yeah.
Go listen to the Bay Pigs pod.
Oh my God, yeah.
if you're for some reason a big fan of us and not oh my gosh. Well,
Why did they change their...
Ooh, Tiny
Remember-
Meat Gang drama.
remember in their set they said, you ever gotten publicly fired from your job?
Oh, yeah.
They were publicly fired from their job.
Well.
But they also
RIP.
signed an NDA and they're not allowed to talk about it.
I would never sign an NDA.
Well, if you had
You don't
to
have
just
one
sign
for
a
your job?
I
Are
don't
you
think so.
sure? Like your original contract wasn't
You
also an NDA?
definitely. There's
Oh, I
no way.
probably-
She also doesn't have a real job though.
True, but like that just seems wrong.
Probably is. I probably did sign an NDA. But if I was them, like, if I
I
was
think
famous,
I might have signed. Well, not like an NDA, but I signed something.
I
I know
definitely signed
that.
something. But, like, if I was... what am I going to say about my current job? Nothing. Nobody will care. I'm a nobody. But if I was a somebody with a platform, I would never sign an NDA. I'd be...
Well, then you might not get certain opportunities.
Yeah.
Like
Or
they
what
probably had
about,
to, when
like-
they signed up to like for their
What
podcast, they'd have
about-
to sign the NDA to have it on the network. You know?
I
What
guess.
about like
Like
if
this.
Travis Kelce wanted to have sex with you, but he was like, we can only do this if you sign an NDA.
Oh, I'd sign an NDA for him.
Okay. So you would sign an NDA.
No, I'm saying if I was, like, Ben and Emile, because I pictured that they signed the NDA after they were fired.
No, usually things like that happen beforehand, unless it's
Oh.
like you're having sex. Then sometimes it's an after thing.
No,
But I think-
NDAs are before. I think for sex are before. I feel like people.
I can't speak on it.
I feel like whenever I've seen it, they're always like, you have to sign the NDA.
Christian Grey, yeah, everything was before.
Well,
So I
she
guess
actually never signed it.
Because that would be like if we were to sign
They-
to like a podcast
She never signed the NDA.
media company. They'd probably
Yeah.
have us sign an NDA in case there was like a nasty fallout. And we can't
Yeah.
say what the
And then when
what
the
said
sex presents
podcast-
itself,
Mm-hmm.
because naturally under anything having to do with us in the workplace, one of us will be having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say we get signed for some reason to Barstool Sports. We're now a Barstool Sports affiliated podcast. We'd have to
Wouldn't-
sign an NDA.
When Taylor starts fucking David Portnoy.
David Portnoy. His government name.
No, Dave Portnoy's a little too old for me, but there's
Taylor, you know Taylor has her eye on someone at the Barstool.
Yeah.
I do.
And then when they start having sex, then you sign a separate
Dude.
sex
And
NDA.
then we have like a huge public fallout with Barstool Company. Then
Not
we
that
couldn't
we
say
would.
anything bad because we had signed the NDA because when they had signed us.
True. But like Alex Cooper and whatever her face is, they with the Call Her Daddy podcast, they like publicly spoke about it.
Well, they probably put that in contracts afterwards. They don't want another reoccurrence of that. If that
So
wasn't in it
true.
before, it's in it now. After
That is
that
so
whole thing.
true.
Who put how the fuck do pearls make oysters as a podcast?
Me, because how the fuck I saw a video. Now both of us.
Don't give a seltzer.
No.
I saw a video that was like retrieving rare pink pearl from oyster, and I was like, how the motherfuck do those things just make a pearl? Like,
I thought you meant how does a pearl make an oyster?
What?
no, an
Like, how does
oyster makes a
birth
pearl.
an oyster?
No, isn't that what it says on the thing?
How
No.
the fuck do pearls? Oh, how the fuck do pearls make oysters?
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I meant. I wrote that like really late at night. No. How do oysters make pearls,
Isn't
guys?
it like kind of how a human gets a pimple? I think that's how an oyster makes a pearl. Like it's like a impurity or like something.
Like a blackhead?
Kind of.
Why does it look so pretty?
Because you have to pop it out.
Like when you pop a blackhead
Yeah.
and like a huge chunk comes down, you're like, how the fuck did that fit in my face?
No. I mean, yes, but like, so why are we comparing this to one of the ugliest things that could be in my face compared to like a pearl, which is beautiful?
Because that's how it's made, I think.
But like,
Well, do you think oysters think that pearls are ugly the way we think blackheads are ugly?
Ooh, maybe oysters would think our blackheads were like the most beautiful thing in the world.
They're like, oh my god, gorgeous. That came out of you?
Also, I think it's like, I don't know, like a buildup of, I want to say calcium, but that's not right. Like a buildup of something.
like pressure.
Yeah.
And like I just cannot wrap my head around it.
And
I'm not going to Google it because I don't care.
And I know like,
But,
and it's probably like they like grind,
oh my God.
like, because oysters like open like
They're
that.
yapping?
Yeah.
They be yapping.
Like that's how they swim. is-
Yeah. Yeah, so wait. Oh my God, yeah. So how doesn't it get lost in the sea?
Because it's stuck.
Oh my God.
Like we, as a human, have to it out, or it just falls out.
Do they die after that?
I don't think so. Well,
Can you
I mean,
remove the pearl from a living oyster, or will it hurt it?
Actually, no, because they probably do kill them, because you have to like shuck an oyster to get the pearl.
Okay.
You've shucked a clam.
Thank you.
Clam shucker.
Clam shucker.
It's the same thing.
Shucker. Bleeding dry like a goddamn oyster.
I just can't understand it. But
Speed of things we don't care and don't understand.
great segue.
Time to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been waiting.
You guys have been begging.
It's
We
the
are
title of the
blowing up our
episode.
socials.
Flooding our comments. When are you guys going to talk about this? Please.
We were once the Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh my God, I just blanked. Daisy Jones and the Six podcast. Now we're gonna be Life of the Walter Boys podcast.
For one episode only.
That's all it
OEO. Guys, I have so much to say.
So much.
Like,
Do you need your list?
Like we
yeah.
fully got
no,
into
you can
this
take that over there and I'll have mine. So Taylor
before
can also
we
see.
spoke about it. Before
Yeah.
we started filming.
So-
well, we didn't film, but
My initial comments on this show is that I am notorious for loving the absolute worst that TV has to offer. Like, I'm famously a Riverdale stan through and through. I love 13 Reasons Why. Everyone else hates that show. I rewatched like any show that people usually think is garbage.
you're
like,
gonna love it.
I'm so into it. This, on the other hand, where like
No one could love it.
to my knowledge, when I watched it, because it's January 17th today, I watched this over Christmas, and it felt like people were liking it. I couldn't hate it more if I tried. Like, which is it's just crazy coming from someone like me.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel like at least on my TikTok, everyone was agreeing with me with it was the worst show they've ever seen.
Yeah.
They could not care less about any of the characters on this show.
Yeah.
But they will be watching season 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, worst show I've ever seen. I'll be sat for all 8 seasons of the show.
Oh my god. Yep. Give me a season on each individual boy. I'm there.
Oh.
I don't even know the names of half of them. And guess what? I don't care. And I'm not going to learn them. And I'm going to complain the whole time I'm watching it.
And I'm gonna watch it though. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see it until the series finale.
For sure.
I'll be sad.
The first thing I want to talk about with you guys is the casting.
Awful.
Like, was there no chemistry read?
Mm-mm. They didn't have time.
They're like,
They didn't have the budget.
yeah, there's zero budget. Was there a wardrobe department?
I think they just
makeup?
picked names out of hats. Like,
Probably.
That's
just were like-
literally what it felt like.
I think
Because
people just
they
signed a
went-
sign-up
literally
sheet
went-
outside of the Netflix offices, and they went, this person,
literally,
this person, these people are going to be twins.
considering the fact,
Mighty Mo.
yes, considering the fact that literally none of them looked like each other.
I have to take these off.
The
Dropping
Eric
like
Griffin
flies.
glasses. Considering the fact that literally none of these boys looked alike and none of them had chemistry with anyone, it literally felt like they pulled them out of a hat. I cannot wrap my head around this, that Netflix would put money into this.
Like, did they have a budget of $6?
Yeah. I think and I've always said that media, we have a bigger budget.
Probably.
I can't.
You know, the craziest thing to me, because we were talking about this, it's a bunch of unknown people.
Yeah.
Which also, like, kind of you're one already, like, you're not starting on the right foot.
Yeah.
But you're telling me people who cast a bunch of unknowns for Outer Banks
You
on
have
the
a show
same
that
network?
literally, you have a show that ends
Casted
up like that.
My Life with the Walter Boys?
Well,
Yeah.
not unknowns, because Jackie was in On My Block, another Netflix show.
All right.
The dad, which I found out from a TikTok, was the main guy in First Daughter.
Okay, and Outer
And
Banks,
the
the
mom
dad was
was-
on Jesse.
And the mom was definitely in something.
The dad was on Jesse, and Sarah Cameron had that, like,
Wait.
30-second cameo in Stranger Things.
Wait, which dad was on Jesse?
The one from Outer Banks.
Yeah, but
The dad.
which dad? There's many dads on that
The
show.
dad, the evil dad.
Ward?
Mr. Cameron.
Yeah,
Ward
I was gonna say
Cameron?
Walter.
He was on Jesse?
Yeah,
He was the dad in Jesse.
He was also on Nashville.
Awesome. See, that was their big ticket name in that show.
The dad from Jesse.
Yeah.
So
And now
true.
look at everyone. You're telling me the same people who casted JJ were casting Alex Walter?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was rough. Rough.
And,
Like,
no offense to any of the actors in their real life and like what you're doing in real life. Like, I think you're all fine in real life. It's just in this show you bothered me.
So bad and
but like,
so
Cole
fugly.
baby, he was like,
Mm-mm.
he was
I wasn't that desperate.
a little cutie. Like, he was the one who got me through the show.
No,
I
hated
was hanging
everyone.
on by a thread. I hated every single person.
Why was Jackie in a head-to-toe Ralph Lauren
Oh.
polo collection?
Like,
God, it was
everyone
so
was like,
bad.
"Oh, I'm from New York." She would have been in a leather pant.
Literally.
She would have been in.
She was giving Connecticut.
Yeah, she
was
wasn't
giving
New York
Rhode
City.
Island. Yeah.
They did zero
God.
research.
It was so, it was so bad. And also, no, like, I also can't get over the fact that her entire family died, and the plot is a love triangle of her in high school, and her whole fucking family died.
You gotta respect the horniness.
She wasn't even really horny though. There was one. Okay, that one. The rain kiss was pretty horny.
Yeah.
It was pretty horny.
That made me Team Cole.
But nothing else was horny.
I mean,
Nothing with Alex was
there's
horny.
nothing sexy
No.
in the show, like, ever.
Not
like,
even
for
any.
it being a Netflix show, I was expecting it to like be a little steamy.
Like, none of the
God.
characters had any sex appeal. Yet, again, no offense to the people in real life. Like, you're all fine looking in real life.
Yeah.
But in the show, none of you had any sex appeal.
No sex appeal and no tension either.
Like, Cole was sneaking in girls every night, and we didn't see any of it.
Literally.
We saw
Also,
them.
the girls who were sneaking in, none of them had any sex appeal.
Yep.
Zero.
This show was really lacking sex appeal for me. Like, no one's gonna pop a little bit of cleavage.
Literally. And
Like,
like
I'm
I
the only
know.
one popping my pussy in Colorado.
No, I know they're teenagers, but like that's never stopped Netflix before. Ever.
Nope.
Never. Not
The
once.
whole cast of Outer Banks is like oozing sex appeal.
Literally.
Because they're not head to toe Ralph Lauren Polo collection.
Yeah, like it was summer. You couldn't have put someone in a short.
Literally.
Like Jackie was in like shorts to her knees.
The
God,
closest you got was
Ale-
that pool scene, and then they never used their pool again.
Alex is a fucking cowboy. You know how slutty you can make a little cowboy?
I know. They
You know
tucked
how
his shirt in.
anti-slutty Alex Walter is?
Like They could not have picked worse people.
No, it's actually so bad.
Like Cole, you would expect him. He's, like an ex-football player. Now he's working on the ranch. He was wearing skinny jeans,
again, like
rolled up.
you can literally make a cowboy so incredibly sexy.
Literally. And he was a mechanic.
Huh?
He had literally 3 things going for him. Mechanic,
Then he used
football,
one of them.
Cowboy.
Not football.
Not football.
Because if there's one thing I learned from that show,
he could
Cole
not
Walter
play football.
cannot play football.
Yeah, nope.
His family spent his last dime so he can maybe play football again. And
Yeah.
then couldn't.
Yeah. But literally no sex appeal, no sexual chemistry, except the one scene that I did want to note was when Alex was like measuring Jackie on their wall in like the barn. But even then, it was nothing. It was like, if that happened to me in real life, like, yeah, I'd stop breathing for 15 seconds, but then I would just like keep going on with my day. Yeah, that was literally the only point in the entire show that gave me butterflies.
Yeah, but like I feel like if it was in a book, I could have pictured it way better, like in my head.
Oh yeah.
Like I could have stopped for 30 seconds and like pictured it and been like satisfied, but it just didn't do it. Mm-hmm. 0. And he just icked me out the entire show, so it just more icked me out where I was like, that's disgusting.
Why was his hair always wet?
Always wet.
Always wet.
Who is like doing clothing on that show? And who
they
is
need to be
styling?
fired.
Who's
I'm
doing clothing
so
and styling
sorry.
on the show? Why was his hair always wet to the point it looked greasy?
They need new wardrobe, new hair and makeup. I mean, at this point,
new cast.
They're stuck with
Throw
the
the whole cast
Hopefully
away.
they get a budget for season 2 because we need a series overhaul for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this can be, what's that movie After, where they get a new cast every single movie.
They just keep the 3 main people.
They can get rid of the 3 main people. But
my next bullet point on list of topics: why are there 35 main characters, and why do I not give a fuck about any of them?
And there were supposed to be more.
That's crazy.
There were supposed to be more Walter boys.
Like that.
I literally don't even.
Should we
know
have given
any
a
of the Walter boys.
synopsis for the people who haven't watched this?
If you haven't watched it, good on ya.
I'm jealous.
Imagine the summer I turned pretty,
but worse.
but they're conservative now.
And
That's
multiply them by like
100.
8. Yeah. It's literally.
And instead of dead mom, dead whole family.
It's actually. The Summer I Turned Pretty is My Life with the Walter Boys minus everything that doesn't matter. Like, take out all of the surrounding characters and whatever.
all
and
of
just
the side plots you don't care about.
all the side plots and death that you don't care about, and pull out the love triangle of brothers, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a love triangle between 2 of the brothers and the girl Jackie, who goes to live with her mom's best friend after mom, dad, sister die. She gets uprooted. Yes?
I know it's explained in the show. But, like, why the fuck did her mom put in her will for her child to live with her college best friend?
Yeah.
Who she hasn't seen in, like, a decade.
She's never met her. Well,
That's
she was like,
insane.
I met you
when
each
you
other
were a baby.
when you were a baby. She's like,
What?
she'll remember that. Like,
there was no other person?
It's insane.
Like, I get she has the one uncle. You're telling me you just have one uncle?
like she couldn't have even lived with one of her friends.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to put her besides Colorado?
So she gets uprooted from New York City to Colorado to go live with strangers that she's never met. She met them at the funeral.
Oh my God.
And
a house full of Walter boys.
And there's a million of them. I think that there's 10.
Yeah.
And one bitch with a braid.
The sister.
That
the sister. The
stupid
bitch with the braid.
Yeah.
And just her life, you know, getting over grieving. And then she finds herself in a love triangle with 2 of the brothers who have been in this before.
Yeah.
How has this happened? This is now the second time that this has happened where there's been a love triangle with the same brothers.
It's insane because, like, as a high school girl, I can't imagine, because at that point, like, you're so shallow and, you know, like, how could a girl in high school be attracted to someone like Alex and also someone like Cole? That's insane.
Insane.
They couldn't be more different. Whereas, like, Conrad and Jeremiah,
understandable.
Very, very similar.
They're
you
the
know?
same genre of boy.
Yeah, and they all have the same friends.
No
and
two Walter boys are alike.
No, hey, there's Walter twins and they aren't even alike.
I would not have pictured that, and if he didn't go, I'm calling the twin card.
I didn't even catch that. I only knew they were twins because you told me. And you told me and I still thought that it was a joke.
Yeah, because I saw it on a TikTok. That was even before I watched the show. If I didn't catch that TikTok, I wouldn't have caught it in the show.
Yeah.
Because they looked so not similar.
Yeah. And like they didn't even try to make him look similar. Like there was just so many people that I didn't give a single fuck about.
And in the show, they were like, the Cole, he's the ex-football player, the Cole
The
effect.
Cole effect. The Cole effect. Suck a dick.
I would so get the Cole effect, though.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine, though, being in,
Yeah.
like, this small town in Colorado.
Well, because, like,
eat
I
Cole
had
up.
a
He's
Cole.
the only hot person in the small
I
town.
had a
Colorado.
Cole in my grade. Like, it's just
yeah.
the way it is.
The Walters are half the town's population.
Literally, they are literally like
They are like keeping the economy alive and well in that town.
Because then
Yeah.
they're like, Alex, the mysterious one. Danny, the theater kid.
they
like,
all have their stupid little trope, the skateboard and the
gay one with epilepsy?
the gay one with
he
epilepsy.
was the singer, the musician.
No, he was gay with epilepsy.
No, he was oh, you're right. He did like music. And then there was the film the
filmer.
filmer guy.
And then the two younger ones just nobody cared about.
Yeah.
Like, what I don't get is the actor that plays the oldest Walter brother.
Will.
Ugh. He's gay in real life.
And deaf.
And deaf. And that was, like, they had an opportunity to give him, like, a gay love story. And they put him...
and
a deaf
plot
plot.
line. Yeah.
And they gave him a wife who I don't care about.
Who I literally don't
Could not
give
care more.
a fuck about.
And they made her best friend a guidance counselor who I also don't care about.
And then gave her a boyfriend who
Who
I
I
also
don't care
don't
even
care
less.
about.
Who's going to London, and she was like, I can't believe you're not taking me with
3
you.
months.
Why would he?
He applied to that job before he had even met you. Before he even started the job.
That's why I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I could not give more of a fuck.
No, like we are literally 5 plot lines removed from the original love triangle. I don't care. Like I don't care.
Like, every
And
time they
nothing
came
could make
onto
me
the
care.
screen, Awful.
When I saw that fucking guidance counselor and Haley on my screen, every time I rolled my eyes.
blood was boiling.
Yeah.
When Will started crying, I went, I don't even feel bad.
He's a
it's icking me
fucking
out.
loser. And he's like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm like, bitch, you're 24.
I know.
Like,
Also, he was supposed to be 24. Can we
Yeah.
talk about
Well,
that?
They did not look their ages at all.
yeah, like he was 24 and just being so fucking like self-deprecating, like pitying, and like he was so annoying, and like it was so, yeah, it was just icky because it was like, if this was like my future husband, like
Just marry
I
your
would
hot girlfriend and get over
literally
it.
like stop fucking complaining about everything. Like, God.
Like, he was a realtor. He didn't love being a realtor. Then he was working at the thing. Then he was working too much at the restaurant. Like, pick a struggle.
Pick
Like,
a
when she
struggle.
was like, I had to sell my wedding. It was ugly.
It was fugly. Yeah.
It was so ugly.
Most disgusting wedding dress ever. And then they were like, everyone thinks we're too young to get married. We're too young to get married. Oh my God. Okay, fine. Then don't get married. Get married or don't get married. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
Or like literally go to the courthouse and they're like, well, we have to save money on the wedding and whatever. And then they ended up having a wedding that looked very expensive.
Why were there
Very.
teepees in the backyard that their guests were staying
That
in?
everyone was staying on the property, and you're telling me that these people are bankrupt?
Yeah.
Like,
They were fucking in a yurt next to her parents.
That really that Taylor was really hung up on that one detail.
that's crazy.
Like, imagine get married and you're like, let's go spend our night in a yurt.
oh my God.
Parents next door.
On our own property. God,
Like-
they didn't even get the house to themselves.
Well, because one of the brothers took his room, so he was in a closet like Harry Potter.
Maybe they just quietly fucked in their yurt.
It's so crazy.
That doesn't seem fun.
I just can't. I can't with fucking Will and Haley. They drove me insane. Oh
Ugh.
my God.
I have a prediction for them for season 2.
What's your prediction?
So for them, I think that she's going to get pregnant really quickly and he's going to become a workaholic again. And she's going to be like, you have to choose work or this baby. And if you don't choose this baby, then I'm going to raise it on my own.
And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Have the baby and like throw it out the window. I don't care.
I literally don't care.
Yeah. And
maybe she'll get epilepsy as well.
ooh.
I
Whoa.
hear that's running rampant in Colorado.
Even with the whole epilepsy scene, like I just thought he fainted. Like it was so unnecessary to give him epilepsy.
And then his boyfriend only liked him because he had epilepsy.
Well, I mean, that was insane that he wrote him a song. But when literally the only interaction that they had was he was over helping Jackie paint whatever. And then the littlest brother got paint on his shirt. And he's like, here, you can wear my shirt.
I think that's just like gay behavior,
I
though.
did not care. I was playing Candy Crush like throughout that whole episode.
Wait, another point I want to hit is they also, not only are there a million kids in the Walter family, but they didn't explain like that, because some of them clearly aren't their own
cousins that live with them.
biological
Yeah.
kids or cousins or whatever. Like they just never explain why there's a million kids living in this house.
You just got like that tiny crumb of that Zoom call, but like,
well, in the beginning they introduced them. They said, oh, this is Lee and Isaac. They're cousins from dad's side.
like Jackie doesn't know that. Explain more to Jackie, because I'm just
I
as
also
stupid
like
as Jackie.
I didn't catch that at all. Like I'm stupid.
I didn't really catch that either until that Zoom call.
It's also like it's horrible on the writer's part where like there's this many loopholes for the watcher. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the person watching it is this confused because you're putting in teeny tiny little breadcrumbs like
Well, I mean,
one time.
Yeah, it was a Wattpad story.
I know, but like Netflix people, they take it and eat it and chew it up and spit it out and do whatever they want with it. Make it better.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what the book is like if the show was this bad.
Well, Alex Walter Ashby, sorry, sir, dumb fucking name.
Sorry, sir, dumb fucking name.
But he said like they went so far away from the book that it's basically not like the book at all.
Oh my god.
I googled what the book was about because I wanted to see who she ended up with in the end. And guess what? At the end of the book, she ended up with really neither of them.
Yeah.
It was pretty open-ended. At the end of the book,
One girl, 12
spoiler
boys.
alert. At the end of the book, she goes back to New York. She breaks up with Alex and goes back to New York.
With Danny.
But she, like, calls Cole on her way. No, in the book.
Oh, in the book.
Mm-hmm.
But she calls Cole on the way there or something like that. So, like, and then the book just kind of ends. So I guess you could be like, oh,
Hi,
she calls
Colorado. Hi, New York.
Oh my god, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Oh my god, I don't give a fuck. I'm really angry right now.
Like it was such an awful show. But I
Literally,
will
the note you have is the fact that her family just died, and the whole plot is dumbass love triangle with no pizzazz.
It had no pizzazz.
I mean that rain scene and the
That
last
was the
kiss.
only pizzazz
The last
show
kiss.
had.
Well, the only kiss between
No,
Cole and Jackie.
It was only
Hot
good
and heavy.
because it was literally built up for 10 episodes. Like that's literally it.
Yeah, and he's
Nothing
so,
else about it. But
and
you could put me and my fucking like the homeless guy around the block in the rain kissing.
a local freak.
A little local freak in the rain kissing me, and it would look cinematic. Like put anyone in the rain and it'll look like that.
True.
God.
But I mean, he's just
Did not give a fuck.
Did not give a fuck.
And the thing was, I was Team Alex for like a half of the show, and then he just kept wearing his hair wet. And it just started pissing me off.
and his
keep
stupid
having
little
wet hair.
run.
And then, you know what? I'm Team Cole.
I was
Actually,
always
no.
Team Cole.
I'm Team Meteor hits the Walter Ranch and kills everybody.
Yeah, me too.
But then we don't get another season.
I don't give a fuck.
I literally honestly wouldn't give a fuck if the show got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
That's how like little I care about the show, where I'm like, oh my god, I need a season 2. I don't give two shits.
I-
Cancel the show for all I care.
Literally, like if they can release as much as they want. I will watch every single season. I will hate it.
If they
Yeah.
release
But
it, I'll
also if
watch
they
it, but if
don't,
they don't.
I don't
care.
give a fuck. I don't care.
I just want to see season 2 to see if I was right with my prediction.
That's my like plea to the writers at My Life with the Walter Boys. Like, make me give a fuck.
Literally make me give a fuck about at least one character. Like just
yeah.
one.
And you know what they're gonna do in season 2? Introduce 5 more characters.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Classic season 2, 5 new character mess around.
my
Oh my
'cause
god,
now
you're
she's gonna
so
be back
right.
in New York, so she's gonna get her New
New
York
York
back.
friends.
He's gonna have camp friends from rodeo camp.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can we talk about why is he in the rodeo? Like,
And I don't give a fuck.
He's literally in the rodeo and he has no sex appeal. That's
Zero.
crazy.
like I was expecting like Scott Eastwood from Longest Ride. That's a cowboy, a sexy cowboy.
yeah.
He is not a sexy cowboy.
Scotty was also like in his 30s and he's supposed to be 16.
I know, but I was expecting someone who looked like Scott
You were
Eastwood.
picturing a 30-year-old man,
No, I was picturing a sexy cowboy.
which is a 30-year-old man,
Sure.
but he's 16.
Well, they couldn't have found
I think he's
anyone.
actually 14 in the show.
15.
15.
You know what? Maybe we're just not the target audience.
I think we're exactly the target audience.
Okay.
I feel like the
Tell
target
me-
audience is 15-year-olds.
Tell me how the target audience is different than The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I also don't think we're the target audience for The Summer I Turned Pretty either.
Really?
No, I'd argue the Summer I Turned Pretty target audience is
Yeah.
like 13 to 18.
That's true. Maybe we're
Damn,
just
I'm
too
not
old.
18.
Maybe we're just too old.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think there's also, and this is like not to,
I'll have to ask my 13-year-old cousin if she watched this and if she enjoyed it.
I think that like there's something also to the fact that we, as you know, like Netflix shows and whatever, like all of these streaming services constantly put out shows with high schoolers played by people who were like in their mid-20s, and that's what we're used to. And I don't know how old a lot of these characters
all in
are.
their younger 20s.
Yeah, but like they look a little more realistic, and I think that's also like naturally.
Throwing us
If you're
off.
ugly, I'm not gonna like you as much. Hate to say it.
Yeah.
But like, I think that because they're giving us more realistic casting and people who look a little bit more like their age, I'm getting pissed off because it's not Conrad Fisher.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. This show did a loop.
And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
Can I
fuck.
say my prediction for season 2?
I don't
thought
give
you
a
already
fuck,
did.
but yeah.
That was for Will and Haley. I have
Oh, okay.
for the love triangle prediction. So,
Spew it.
my prediction for the love triangle in season 2 is Jackie and Danny go back to New York. She's living the life, and she's like, maybe I don't want to go back to Colorado. And then Danny texts Cole because he is a Cole and Jackie stan.
Is he?
Yes, because he was like, you should show her the teapot. You should show her the teapot. And then he's the one who revealed the teapot.
That stupid fucking teapot. I don't give a fuck.
So then I think he's going to text him and be like, hey, I don't think Jackie's going to come back to Colorado. So then Cole is going to come to New York as, oh, I'm here to visit Danny. I missed my twin brother. Because they're the twins.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's to talk to Jackie. And then they're going to have a little smooches here and there.
In Central Park.
Yeah, like she's going to show him around New York because he's never left Colorado.
He's
What-
never left his fucking hometown.
No, literally, he's never left his home state. And so then he's going to see the big life in New York and be like, oh my God, like, love New York, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Smooch, whatever. And then she's going to be like, oh my God, maybe I do love Cole and I didn't love Alex. And then they're going
She
to
never loved Alex because Alex said I love you and she wouldn't say it back.
I know. Yeah.
I forgot about
And guess
that.
what? I don't really give a fuck.
I don't care. I don't care.
It wasn't
That's how
Cole.
much I don't care. Is he said I love you at the ripe age of 15, and I don't give a fuck.
Nope. And so then they're going to be like hanging out, whatever. And then there's going to be a knock at the door. And then Cole's like going to be like, oh, that's our delivery. I'll go get it.
That's our pizza.
And then he's going to open the door and it's going to be Alex. And then he'll be like, Alex, what are you doing here? And then Jackie will be like, oh my God, Alex, what are you doing here? And he's going to be like, Cole, what are you doing here? And I feel like he's going to know something's up. And then he's going to be like, I spent my last dime. I had a weekend off from rodeo summer camp. I wanted to surprise you. I wanted you to figure this out, but I still love you. And then he's going to be like, obviously you don't like me, or like brood off, and then he's going to leave.
I think that's very possible.
And then I think she's going to be like, we can't do this to Alex, blah, blah, blah. I need to go back to Colorado to figure myself out and to, like, fix it with Alex and blah, 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 whatever. But then I think her and Cole are going to have a secret relationship. And she's going to scurry across the room to his room every night.
And I said she's not cool enough to have a
That's kind
secret
of like
relationship.
the plot of The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2, except it ends with her and Jeremiah, and in this case it'd be her and Alex.
No, it'd be
Cole.
her and Cole.
Or her and Cole. No, I'm saying season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Was with Jeremiah.
No, but Taylor's saying like almost everything from season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty except for her ending up with Alex at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be with Cole.
Yeah.
No, but that's not the season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I know.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Getting what I'm saying. Doesn't
Guess
matter.
what?
I don't give a fuck. I literally don't give a fuck.
Do you have any predictions of the second season of the show?
I hope everyone dies. I literally hope Jackie loses everyone in her life.
She's gonna
Because
lose
I
her
don't
real
give a
family
fuck.
and the adopted one.
Oh my god, I
really
hope
don't
they
give a
bring back
fuck.
Jackie's family as robots.
Imagine.
I hope
if,
they
like,
find out that Jackie's family was killed by like the government, and the government's after Jackie now.
Oh my god, like
Whoa.
a spy.
They just Riverdale the show.
Oh
Whoa.
my god, imagine, and her and Cole have to like
No, Cole's
escape
not in it. I don't give a fuck. Cole's not in it. It's just Jackie now.
No, she needs someone to be likable.
It's Jackie and like some other hot guy. I don't care who. Cast
Anyone.
someone. Cast anyone sexy.
Oh my god, imagine she gets like a Secret Service.
Yeah, because the government killed her family.
Like her dad. Oh my god, they could do this as a subplot.
Now we're
Another
talking.
subplot.
Her dad was a secret agent for the government, and the government, like, there was a backstabber, and then the government thought that he was the backstabber, so they killed off the entire family, and they've been looking for Jackie. That's why the mom put her in Colorado, because no one would ever think that they'd put her in Colorado.
And guess what? I don't give a
And
fuck.
I don't care.
I literally, Life of the Walter Boys writers, you need me. I could come up with such a better plot.
They need you in some sort of writer's room.
Yeah.
Someone get her in there.
Maybe I'd start giving a fuck.
I could, like, come up with such a great show. Give me the budget and
Taylor could really Riverdale the fuck out of my life with the Walter Boys. Just like
give me a
random ass plot
yeah,
lines,
a
magic.
budget, a second cup of
You're
coffee.
going back to the 50s.
Give Taylor a second cup of coffee and she will have 4 seasons of this show written out.
I could literally think of like such a better season 2 than they could have ever imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I believe you.
And
From
you've
season 1
always said that.
as the proof,
Someone get her in there.
I could have made such a great show.
Someone get her in there.
I saw the vision. It just wasn't executed very well.
Mm-hmm. On that note,
Well, that show sucked.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck if you watch it or not. Like, I literally, like, do not care. Watch it. Don't watch it. I don't care. You're not gonna like it.
Don't leave a comment about it because I don't
I
care.
don't give a fuck.
I kind of want to see the comments.
Leave a comment for Taylor specifically.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Or you can DM it to us on Instagram because I will answer
Taylor
it.
will see it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of our socials are linked down below. Make sure to follow us on there. And if you're listening on any sort of podcast platform that has a rating system, rate us 5 stars. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Love you.